All right. Hello, everyone. So, we're back with another video today, and essentially, we're just going to be continuing my Deltarune OST ranking. In the previous two videos, I did chapters 1 and 2. If you would like to see my thoughts on this tier list, based on chapters 1 and 2, then go to the description and I will have both videos linked. But this video is going to be tackling chapter 3, which actually has the least amount of songs. Every chapter, I think chapter 1 has 40, chapter 2 has 46 or 47, chapter 3 only has 38, and then chapter 4 is 40. So chapter 3 has the least amount of songs. So it should probably be the shortest video, but that doesn't mean it's going to be a short video. Like, it's still probably going to be over 50 minutes, but yeah, that's what my tier list looks like so far. So it's getting pretty full now that we have more than 90 songs, and chapter 3 and 4 have less songs combined than chapters 1 and 2, but there's still a lot to talk about. Chapter 3 has a pretty interesting OST. So yeah, let's just kind of get started. So our very first song is Flashback Excerpt. And basically what makes it an excerpt is that it basically implies that Flashback is going to have like a full version of itself like later, but basically Flashback is the track that started with chapter 2, like it appeared in chapter 2 like during that one scene in the hospital with Noelle, and it's basically just like giving scary vibes. And then Flashback appears way more in chapter 3 in like different contexts. So Toby decided, you know what, why not just put it in the OST if it's in so many places rather than in just one place in chapter 2. But it's a pretty cool song. Like, it kind of reminds me of like Gaster's theme a little bit, like da 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 da. It's definitely a cool, like, mysterious song. It makes you scared. I think that it definitely has like a lot of mysterious vibes to it. It's like, oh no, what's gonna happen? It's like it just kind of sets you up for like bad things happening. It's just like I don't know, like it just definitely gives like strange feelings that it's like hard to describe. But it's a pretty cool song. Like, I like Flashback. I'm gonna give it A plus. We're gonna go. I don't want to go above too many things. We'll go above the Holy, because it's just a pretty interesting song. Like, even though it's technically a chapter 2 song, I would argue. I mean, like, it's still at the very beginning of the chapter 3 soundtrack, so it really wouldn't be that big of a deal if it was chapter 2. So, it just kind of works for what it is. Next up, we have feature presentation. So basically, um, whenever you get to the part in the game where Susie and Ralsei are arguing about Ralsei not being a real 10, it just kind of appears out of the blue and like plays this VHS for you that has like a banger song like playing, and it's like vocals from Toby. You can like hear him like laughing slightly if you listen to it like really closely. It's like extremely funny. Like, I think that the moment in which feature presentation plays is definitely one of my personal favorite Deltarune moments. Just like, it's just so funny and creative. Like this made me laugh so hard. Like, the first time I saw it, like, I think this is probably the funniest moment in Deltarune. Like, I think I laughed harder at this than I did at anything else. It's just so cool. like like this is probably one of the coolest things we'll ever see in Delta. And the actual track itself is just really funny. Like, if you're just listening to the OST, this is like probably the last thing you're expecting to hear. So it's unexpected, but it's really funny. Might be a hot take with this one. I'm gonna go S tier with this one, just because of like how much it just made me laugh. We'll go below Lost Girl. Like, it just made me laugh so hard. Like, I just it just feels like a sin to put it lower for me. Like, you can totally disagree. I'm just gonna put it in S tier just because of how fun it was. The next song is "And Now for Today's Sponsors." It's essentially just Tenna's, like, it uses Tenna's theme, and Tenna's theme is the most prevalent leitmotif in chapter 3 and possibly in the whole game, because there are 20 or more songs that have Tenna's leitmotif in it. There's around 20 at least, and it's way more prevalent than the DJ's motif from chapter 2. But even though in chapter 2 the DJ's motif basically is overused and like isn't doesn't get expanded upon, for Tenna it's kind of the opposite in my opinion. Like, I really feel like they do a really good job at like making each individual Tenna theme interesting, even though there's like 20 themes that uses his leitmotif. All of them are interesting, and like, this is technically the second song, but it's like the first main Tenna theme, like, besides feature presentation. And it has like a cool vibe to it, like da 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 ba 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 da ba da ba 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 da ba da. Like, I like the leitmotif. I like how fast it is. Like it's just a really fun track. Like especially in the context that it's in. It kind of reminds me of like game shows from other video games. Like if you've ever played like Paper Mario Sticker Star or Paper Mario Color Splash, then you will probably remember Sniff It or Whiff It, the Sniff It game show. It's definitely a highlight in both of those games. Like even if you didn't really like the most of the game, I do think that Sniff It or Whiff It is at least one of the better parts of those games, and it's just memorable just for being like a random game show that you just find unexpectedly, which is kind of what this is. So and now for today's sponsors, it's pretty cool. I'm gonna go A plus with this one. We're just gonna go bottom of A plus because like I really can't see myself putting it too much higher since it's kind of short, but it's a cool song. I like it. Now we have Mike the board, please. This is another one that just uses tennis theme, but it's basically just this is probably one of those tracks that like confuse people like if they ended up seeing the names of the soundtrack early because they're like, wait, Mike? It's not Tedda, it's Mike. The antagonist is Mike, and it probably spiraled for a lot of people, but no, this is just it's just tennis themes like da da ba dum ba dum bum ba ba da ba da ba da ba da ba da ba ba. Like I think this song's like really catchy like for what it is. Like I like it's like Mike the Board Please is definitely like a surprisingly catchy track. Yeah, it's pretty fun and it plays in a lot of situations like it and just involving the boards. It's like probably Tenna's main theme. Like even more of a main theme than the sponsor soundtrack. Like I think that Mike the Board Please definitely kind of defines Tenna as like a game show host and just like it's just catchy. It's swingy like in every single place that it plays, and it just gets you ready. It's just fun. So we'll go A plus with it. We'll go. Now this is a tough decision. I'm gonna put it above and now for today's sponsors because I think both of these songs are like pretty fun. I just can't really see myself putting them any higher or lower. Now we have Sandy Board, which I don't actually think that this one is unused. Like even though the unused tracks are at least two of them that say unused, I don't think they're actually unused. They're just like unused in a certain context. So it's like I might be wrong, but if I remember correctly, Sandy Board plays when you're able to enter the Sandy Board just like briefly, and then the obviously the adventure board theme plays when you're actually in the board. But right before I think Sandy Board plays, and it's a pretty cool song. Like it's like a lot of the songs in chapter 3 are quite similar, so I'm trying to like fully remember how it goes. um ba-da, ba-da, ba, ba, ba-da, ba, ba, ba-da, ba-da, bum, ba-da, ba. I think it goes something like that. Like it's a pretty fun song. Like it's not like the best in as far as like the Tenna leitmotif songs go, but I definitely think it's pretty cool. Like I don't know if I want to go A plus with this one. We'll go A. We'll go above Holiday Studio because Sandy Board's kind of cool. I just think that a lot of soundtracks just kind of beat it. Now we have Adventure Board. So Adventure Board, like I said earlier, is basically just the song that plays whenever you are actually in Board One and you're walking around and doing stuff. And I think it's pretty cool. Like it definitely reminds you of like the Legend of Zelda because I feel like the thing everyone just felt when they played Chapter 3 for the first time is that the boards kind of feel like the Legend of Zelda, and Adventure Board probably conveys that thing like that meaning even better than the Paradise board. But Adventure Boards, yeah, it's a pretty fun song. I like how it has like a Zelda type beat, so it's like beep bidididi 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 beep beep beep. Like I like that, and then it like goes into like a Tenna motif, so it's like you realize that this is not the Legend of Zelda. This is the Legend of Tenna. It's a completely different thing. It's just like I think that Adventure Board is pretty fun. Like it's not like the most elaborate song in the soundtrack. Like I think that a lot of the soundtracks in Chapter 3 and the other chapters beat it, but it's just kind of fun. Like I'm not gonna give it A plus. We'll give it A. We'll go like above. We'll go above Cool Mixtape because it's just like a fun track. Like it just doesn't like have like that much, but it's just like for what it is, it's just kind of cool. Like just now we have probably a soundtrack that's actually genuinely unused. This is another Tenna leitmotif track. I think it's used in the context of Lancer, like because obviously Lancer is the image shown here. But yeah, pretty like Lancer's a pretty cool guy, and it's like I think this song was used or not. Well, it wasn't used, but it was going to be something involving around like maybe the Mr. Generosity jig, but it's like ba bum ba dum ba dum ba ba bum ba dum ba dum bum. Like I think it's a pretty fun just little track. Like it doesn't really have much. We're gonna go like the bottom of A with it, cause like I don't really feel like giving it A minus. It feels just kind of mean. We're gonna go like bottom of A, cause it's for what is it? It's just kind of fun. Now we have another good song. It's like Quiz. Quiz is like it's another tenor motif song. It just plays like when you're taking a quiz on the first board. There are three of them, and it's like this is a song that you're probably not going to listen to for very long because the quizzes are pretty short. But like this song, if you actually do listen to it in full on the OST, like on the official Toby Fox channel or just on Spotify or wherever you're listening to it, Quiz is a pretty good song. Like I like how I like its beat. um, it kind of reminds me a little bit of this the train song from Undertale Yellow. I'm trying to like think of what it was called, but it's like it has like a kind of a similar ish BPM. So it's like da 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 da. Like I definitely like how it begins, and like I think the song itself is just really fun. So I think this might be deserving of A plus. We're gonna go like we're just kind of put all like a lot of these tennis songs together. I think it's better than Mike the Board Please. I think that this is a I just think that Quiz is a pretty cool song. Which goes for a lot of these chapter 3 songs that use Tenna's leitmotif. Like Tenna definitely just has like a lot of like significance in chapter 3, of course. So a lot of it would make sense that a lot of the songs in this chapter are just going to be about him. But now we have a song that's not about Tenna. It's actually just like a subject of like a subsection of Lancer's theme. It's just like it has like a major, kind of like a major theme to it. Like it's in a major key. It's really fast. Like it's just really really fast. It only lasts like 8 seconds, and it's just this is whenever Lancer is just like digging up an area at one of the boards that like involves a puzzle. So it's just fun, and it's like this is also in. I think this is, if I remember correctly, I could be wrong. If it was in like the sweepstakes or in one of the newsletters where it was like where there was like some text that was like you just got lancered, and then this song played da 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 da. Like that's all it is. That's the whole track, but it's fun. Like it it's just tiny. Like it's a tiny track for a tiny character Lancer, but it's just kind of fun. Like I can't really put it higher than like A minus. We'll go like above. I don't know. I feel like that's kind of as high as I can like realistically put it, but it's fun just for what it is. Now we have Pushing Buddies. So Pushing Buddies is basically the song that plays whenever Rousey turns himself into a block like in the minigame, and you have to you just have to push them. Like it's weird to describe, like push the block onto the right tile to open like the path. And this is another one that people aren't really going to hear a lot because it also plays like whenever you meet up with El Nina and La Nino on the Paradise board, and they're just like getting back together. They think they're getting back together, and that leads to the really hilarious rules moment. But it's like Pushing Buddies, just kind of like it's kind of just a random song. Like I don't really like have like extremely good feelings about this one. It's not that I dislike Pushing Buddies. It's just one of those songs that I just didn't have any strong feelings for. Like it's kind of cool, I guess. It's like da 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 da. Like I don't really like this style of music that much, but Pushing Buddies is not bad. Like I think it's interesting. We'll go A with it. We'll go like let's just leave it there because like it's not bad or anything. I just think that it's not the best. But now we have an actual banger on our hands. Rooter Buster is awesome. I am really really obsessed with Rooter Buster. It's basically just Rude Buster but better. Like it basically takes the main motifs and it like stretches the song out. Like it doesn't really like slow it down. That's for Vapor Buster. But Rooter Buster essentially just takes Rude Buster and stretches it out. So it's like twice as long or around twice as long, and it just uses other like jazzy instruments. Like in it plays during the board boss fights. It plays during the Shadow boss fight, but also most notably during the El Nina and La Nino boss fight, where this is basically their main theme in my opinion. Like I've always kind of imagined Rooter Buster as the boss theme for El Nina and La Nina, because the only other situation where it plays is for Shadow, which is like a regular enemy later on. So Rooter Buster, like in my opinion, just kind of works for both the characters of El Nina and La Nino. So it's a banger. Like I said, it's kind of just Rooter Buster stretched out. It uses jazzier instruments. Like its structure is like really good. Like it makes you feel good during the fights. Like, ooh, what has Toby been cooking up? Like I just really have good feelings about Rooter Buster. It's great. We're gonna put it. Let's see, where are we gonna put it? We're gonna. I think it's better than Rude Buster. So the question is, do I put it in S plus or T? You know what? Screw it. We're going not better than Field of Hopes and Dreams. We're gonna say it's better than Pandora Palace. Rooter Buster is great. Okay, like I get that it might be glazed to put it as high as I am, but I love Rooter Buster. Like it's just so fun just to listen to it. Definitely another one of those songs where I listen to it and it just improves. Like my opinion of it improves every time I listen to it. Like it's so cool. And now, immediately after that, we have another banger. So, Physical Challenge is definitely one of those songs that, in my opinion, it's like on the more underrated end of the soundtrack. It's basically, it's another song that uses the 10LA motif, but I really like the situation it's used in both the cooking minigame and the Susie Zilla minigame. And the Susie Zilla's minigame is just extra. So, it's more notable in the cooking minigame. And it just works really well, like as like a minigame soundtrack, like when you're just like in the quick pace of the minigame, like I definitely think it's like really effective. But it's one of those songs that you don't really pay attention to when you're first playing the game, but like when you go back and listen to it, it's like, you know what, this is kind of underrated. Like this is better than I thought, or at least that's how I feel about it. Like I just like how it's structured. Like I like how it's like da 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 ba da ba. Just the way that it works out in the end is just really fun. Like I think that it this is see. Should I give this one A plus or S tier? I don't really want to give it S tier because I don't feel like it's as deserving of it as some others might be, but it's cool. We're gonna give it I'm gonna put it there because I feel like Physical Challenge is definitely like an underrated song. Like it's not like amazing, but I definitely think it's pretty cool. Now we have Board Clear, so this is basically like as the name implies, this is just the track that plays whenever you clear both boards, and it's basically just like it's also kind of the opening for the sword minigame. So it's like da 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 da, and then it transitions into a song or a part of the song that sounds very different from the other part. It's like da 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 ba ba da ba ba da da bum 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 ba. Like I definitely like Board Clear. Like I kind of like how it has like an 8-bit feel. It makes you feel like you're playing like a little NES game. I definitely think Board Clear is very effective, like just like in the context of this, and like it's not like the most like amazing or memorable song, but it's just kind of cute for what it is. Like, and I know I said that about like basically almost every song on the soundtrack, but that's just how I feel about Deltarune soundtracks in general. Like, I don't think any of them are actually like bad or anything. So we're gonna go A with this one. We're gonna go like a, I think this is I think this is kind of as high as I can realistically put it because it's cool. It's just a cute song. Now, welcome to the green room. One of my hot takes from my chapter 1 video was that I actually prefer Hip Shop to Green Room. So Hip Shop and Green Room basically use the same light motif, and they have like a very similar structure. It's not 1 to 1, but it's probably like 1.1 to 1. Like it's almost the same. It's like the only real noticeable major difference is the fact that Green Room is basically a slowed down version of Hip Shop, but with a couple instruments added, and it's just like it puts more emphasis on some bass parts, bass notes, and it's cool. Like it definitely makes you feel like relaxed whenever you're in the green room. I just kind of prefer like the vibes of Hip Shop. I don't think it would have been that much worse if they just used Hip Shop in place of green room. Like obviously it's cool that they made like a whole new soundtrack for it. Like that's definitely cool whenever Toby does that. But it's just like I just feel like Green Room is just one of those that doesn't like do as well as its counterpart. But I still think it's pretty cool. Like I don't really have like a super high opinion of it. I'm gonna put it in A tier. We'll go above Adventure Board because I don't know. Yeah, let's just leave it there because it's cool. It's just like I don't know. It's definitely one of my hot takes putting it this low, but I just don't really have like super super high opinion of it. And now we have Vapor Buster. So Vapor Buster is actually a bit different than a lot of people think. Like whenever people hear this for the first time, it's just like, oh, it's just Rude Buster slowed down in context of the water cooler. But it's actually more than that. So they actually put emphasis on the strings. Like obviously it's slowed down, reverb. So that's and that seems like it's all it is at first because it sounds basically the same like da 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 da, and it's just the slowed down version of da 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 like from regular Rude Buster. But Vapor Buster slows down, it adds more emphasis to the strings, and there's also extra section like there's the section that go like instead of the music going da da da, like it just continues doing the da 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 da, like it just keeps doing that part, and then it transitions into a really cool part that it's like da 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 da. Like I definitely like that about Vapor Buster, that it's not just Rude Buster slowed down. There's also quite a few things added to it. So I think it's kind of underrated ish in that aspect. Like it's not like people dislike this song generally, but it's like Vapor Buster is just it's just a pretty interesting song in my opinion. So it's just like you know like I definitely think that it works when you're just fighting the water cooler. It's like the whole joke's about like begging for mercy, and it's just like it's a fun fight. It's a fun song. Like it's definitely one of those definitely very memorable chapter 3 moments in my opinion. So I think this is an A+ song. We're gonna go. It's like I don't know if it's like better than Rude Buster because I feel like I prefer like the regular Rude Buster to it. Because it's like I don't know. I don't prefer it over Rude Buster, but I think it's pretty good. Like it's cool. Like I'm not the biggest fan of like slowed and reverb soundtracks, but overall I think Vapor Buster is a pretty cool song. So we're gonna put it in A+. Now we have Paradise Paradise. So Paradise Paradise is just the main theme for the Paradise board, or the second board in chapter 3, and it's just I definitely prefer this over Adventure board. I will say that because it's like I like how it just uses tennis theme in a major key, but it's like you don't really that's something you might not immediately notice. Like there's so many tenor leitmotifs in this chapter that you just don't notice, even though it's like literally everywhere. You might not initially notice just how many tenor leitmotifs there actually are. And Paradise Paradise is no exception. Like I like how it's like da 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 da. Like I definitely think that this soundtrack like definitely gives you beach vibes, and it's another cool song to play. It's like definitely in tune with the whole Earthbound and the Zelda stuff that chapter 3 is kind of more so obsessed with than not. But it's definitely pretty fun. It's just I just think that Paradise Paradise is a really really fun song. Like this is definitely one that I listen to and like enjoy it more. Like I warm up to it. So uh let's go here because like I really don't feel like I can put it much higher because like I don't think it's like a super amazing song, but Paradise is it's a pretty fun song. It's a cool song. Now we have a raft ride, and this just plays when you're riding on the raft in the Paradise board. It and I actually don't know what kind of leitmotif it has. It's just like da 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 da. Like I think it's just meant to be another one of those like simple and cute songs. Like when you're just like riding on the raft, and it's like even if it's just for a short time, like it's just I just like how it's like a different song and not just Paradise Paradise used again, like just for the whole thing. So I definitely think that it's a good change of pace. Uh, I don't have like a super super high opinion of it. We're gonna put it here because I don't hate it or anything. I just think that it's kind of just simple. So that's kind of as high as I'm comfortable placing it. Now we have South of the Board. This is kind of a secret track that some people might miss. Whenever you get access to the raft in the Paradise Board, if you actually go to the right instead of going to the left, you'll find this island. I don't think it actually does anything. You can't actually do anything here, but you'll hear this song, South of the Border, and it's like I don't really know if it has like a leitmotif, but I just know that it goes da 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 ba da ba ba da ba ba da ba 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 da ba da ba. Like it's definitely fun. Like it gives you like the party vibes, like the beach party vibes, and it's fun. I like South of the Border. It's just like it's not like the most memorable thing. Like I feel like it's deserving of A, but like not by much. So we'll put it above Query, but because like I kind of like it. It's just like doesn't really hold too much. Now we have sound checks. This is basically at the end of board 2, whenever you're about to do the raise up your bat mini game with the it's kind of like the Guitar Hero mini game. Right before, you're given the option to look at instructions, and if you do, then this will play as you practice for it, because this is something that Tubby like it's definitely very clever to leave this in, just people could practice a little bit before they actually do it, so they could get good at the minigame. But it's definitely effective to use sound check. The song itself is okay. It's like da 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 da. It definitely reminds you of typical practices. If you play music, these are typical rudimentary practices, just scales and stuff like that. And it's definitely what the song does. And there's also a part at the end where it's just banging and crashing. It's just a lot of crashing in the background. It's just really funny. It's a simple song, and it's not really a song. It's more just it's what its name implies. It's just a soundtrack, but it's cool. We'll go close to the bottom of A, because it's just kind of fun for what it is. And immediately after, we have a song that I actually really, really like. I love Raise Up Your Bat. It's basically just the song that plays when you're at the end of board 2, and it's like the Guitar Hero minigame. First of all, I love the Guitar Hero minigame. That's definitely one of the highlights of Chapter 3, or just one of the highlights of Deltarune, in my opinion. Just playing the Raise Up Your Bat soundtrack, or just any of the Lightner's Live soundtracks. This is just so fun, just to play Raise Up Your Bat. It's so fun. It's just a fun song. I like how it uses parts from the Sneaking Leitmotif, and just it kind of has its own leitmotif. It also uses Lost Girl, which is really a lot of people theorize that this song is connected to Des, because Des plays baseball and has a bat, or played baseball, I guess, because I don't know where she is right now. But Raves That Road is definitely really effective in that sense, and it's this, this is definitely something that Des wrote, and somehow it's in the house, so Tenna knows about it. I don't know, it might be something that Asriel or Des wrote. Maybe they wrote it together, which is it definitely works in context. Especially if you believe that Des is the knight, it's she raises up her bat to fight you. It's it gives a kind of a new meaning to the fight, and I like it because of that. But overall, very, very cool song. I definitely have a really high opinion of Raise Up Your Bat. I think that it's one of the best songs in Chapter 3. We're gonna go. I want to go S tier with this one. Let's go above Knock You Down. So we'll go at the very top. So Raise Up Your Bat gets the very top of S. I don't really know if I could put it higher. I don't really know if I feel super comfortable putting it higher than that. But it's a really fun song. I just think that Raise Up Your Bat's a really fun one. Now we have King of Roly Poly. So King of Roly Poly is another. It's actually in the game, even though you might not hear it, because it's actually something that requires getting a T rank on either board, which is actually kind of difficult to do. But the T rank room is essentially just a bunch of spinning tennas and some info book. But it also plays King of Roly Poly, which is just it's Hey Every, but it would just kind of, and Hey Every is kind of one of Tenna's themes, but it's basically just that, and it's kind of just its own thing. So it's da 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 da. King of Roly Poly is in my opinion, it's just another one that's just kind of it just kind of exists. It's not bad. It's definitely not bad, but compared to others, it just doesn't really have too much. But that's definitely funny to hear it in context of when it plays. So we'll give it A. I want to give it below Pushing Buddies, above A Real Boy, because King of Roly Poly is just another fun one. Now we have Glowing Snow. So glowing Snow is kind of one for me that's it definitely, it's the ooh-ah songs from Undertale. This is definitely has the same leitmotif as those, and it's basically just slowed down, and it's basically in context of Tenna just being alone. I just think that this song is incredibly effective at conveying the vibes of being sad. It's just, I definitely like how accurately it portrays those vibes, and just it portrays the vibes of Tenna's depression. It's gives a new light to Tenna, making him seem more than just a funny dude. He's got character, he's not he's empathetic or sympathetic. He's not just as he seems, and it's just, I really like how Glowing Snow conveys that. I don't really think it's like an amazing song, but I do think it's definitely deserving of A for what it does. We're gonna give it a high A, like maybe here, because I think Glowing Snow is a pretty cool song, just in general, like it, and in multiple ways too. Like it's cool as far as like the snow aspect of it, and also just like accurately conveys Tenna's emotions. I like it. It's like especially in like the way that it plays, like just during the chapter. Now we have Big City Board. So Big City Board is another one that's like I don't think that I don't think that Big City Board is actually like unused necessarily. It just plays very briefly, like right before the Doom board, because you think you're about to do the bonus board 3, but you're actually not, and you're just about to. You're pretty much just about to go into the Doom board area. But it's like this is one that briefly plays, and you're probably only gonna hear it for 10 seconds. But it's a pretty fun song. Like I definitely think that this is underrated, and this is also one that would probably be used on the board on the third board if we actually got a true third board, which might not have been good because of pacing issues. Even though I wish they had something like an extra minigame that you didn't have to do or an extra board that you didn't have to do, because I just don't think that it should have been completely scrapped. But it's like the theme itself is definitely pretty memorable in my opinion. It's another Tenna motif theme. It's like da 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 da, like it. Big City Board is definitely one of those that like I'm probably going to remember, like even though it's not even used in the game. Like it's definitely one of those that's like just kind of cool, just it's just cute. So like I feel like it's deserving of A plus. I think I'm gonna give it the A plus treatment. We'll just leave it at the bottom of A plus because I don't really feel like it truly deserves to go any higher. But it's just a fun one. Next we have Doomboard. So Doomboard is definitely a very interesting song. It pretty much just plays when you're actually at the Doom board, like at the section where Ten is just having a mental breakdown and like forcing you into games that are bad, and like, the audience is not there, and it's just the party doesn't want to be there. Even maybe even Tenna doesn't want to be there, and it's just very effective. It's like, oh no, when is this going to end? Especially since the Doom board lasts for a really long time, so this song plays for a very long time, and that kind of makes Doomboard like something that's definitely more memorable in my opinion. So like ba 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 ba, and it adds in Tenna's motif. Definitely very effective at like conveying the Doom aspect of it. I like it. We'll go like definitely another A soundtrack. Like it's pretty good. Well, let's put it below Glowing Stone because I feel like Glowing Stone is slightly more effective, but Doomboard's definitely another one of those that I just kind of like, but like I'm not obsessed with it or anything. And Metaphysical Challenge is it's very similar to Doomboard in the way that it has like the same leitmotif and structure, but it's like Metaphysical Challenge is basically if you just strip away like certain things that Doomboard had, and it's basically just in context of you um it's like whenever you're in a fight or you're just doing a quiz, this is like something that'll play. It's like a challenge that you can't really do because you're inside of the gotcha balls or whatever, but it's like it just kind of has the same like vibes as Doomboard. It's like you can't really do this, but it's like definitely still creepy, and it's just I feel like Metaphysical Challenge like isn't as effective as Doomboard, but it's definitely not like bad or anything. Like I might just put this one in A minus. Like I think that we'll go at the top. We'll put Metaphysical Challenge at the top of A minus because it's like I just don't feel like it has too much going on with it, but it's definitely interesting for what it is. And now after a lot of songs that we're putting in just A, now we have a really good song. So TV World is an absolute banger. I love TV World. This is like the only true Deltarune, quote unquote Deltarune area in chapter 3 because the boards are really cool. Like I really like the board areas, but that's not like traditional Deltarune areas from the other chapters. Now TV World definitely makes up for that by having its own area that's basically like the theater where there's a bunch of tennis statues, puzzles, mini games, and stuff, and it's definitely good for like a really good final area. Now, TV World is a song that I think was actually underutilized slightly. You know how Pandora Palace gives gets the treatment of playing during the battle themes, like definitely just to convey the idea that you're at the end. Well, I think that TV World is a song that it's so good that it deserved that treatment. Like I don't think Toby realized how good TV World actually is. Like it was composed in 2016, so it's like maybe he didn't realize how good it actually was because it was composed in 2016, perhaps. But I definitely think that TV World is definitely a song that like it's just so good, like it's so memorable. It's definitely one of the defining songs of chapter 3 in my opinion. Like I just think that TV World is like a really 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 effective song. Like it's just so fun to listen to. It has so many leitmotifs. It has Tenna's leitmotif. Like I it has the Hey Every leitmotif or something like that. And it's just like I'm really really obsessed with TV World. I think it was slightly underutilized. Like I just really love the song. This is definitely one of my favorite area themes in the game. It's probably not my favorite area theme, but I'm definitely really inclined to like this one. So either S plus or T. I don't know. Like if I could put it in T. You know what? Screw it. We're putting it in T. TV World is just so good, guys. Like I don't think it's better than Pandora Palace, so we'll put it at the bottom of T. But TV World is just I just think that TV World's like a really really effective song. And now it's time for TV time. Okay, so it's TV time is a banger. I don't think I need to tell you guys this. It's a banger. Like I know that there's some people who are like, "Oh, it's just Big Shot but worse," or "No, it's just mediocre." But I actually disagree with that. I heavily disagree whenever people call its TV time mediocre or mid. This song is so much better than mid. Like it's such a good battle theme for Tenna. Like it has all the leitmotifs. Like every section of this song just meshes together so well. Like even though it might be a bit repetitive at some points, like just like the formation of this song itself is just so memorable. Like da 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 da, and that's constant throughout the song. As every section of the song, like especially when it gets to the doom board part, like it utilizes the doom board to makes you, and it kind of just builds up. This song builds up for so long, and then it has like an amazing grand finale where it's just Tennis theme all out. Da 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 da. Like it's just so effective in the way that it's used. Like I don't think that there are that many songs in Deltarune that are as effective as its TV time. Like I just think that TV time is just so effective. Like it's just so cool, and I just think that people are clowning on it too much. Like I just hate so much whenever people clown on its TV time, like saying it's bad because it's so just great, and it's just I'm not like insulting people for disliking this song a little more because like I mean like I don't know, like I get people might like just like other songs more, but it's just like it's TV time definitely deserves really good treatment. It's definitely I think that a lot of people agree that like when they first listened to this one, it wasn't like one of their favorite songs, but they slowly warmed up to it, and that's kind of how I was. And I was just like I went from thinking it was just like good to think it's amazing. This song is phenomenal, and I shouldn't have to say that many times. Just listen to it. Just listen to its TV time. Like it's just so fun. So I think that this song deserves Toby Fox tier. Now, is it better? Is it better than Attack of the Killer Queen? I don't think so. I don't think that it's better than Attack of the Killer Queen or Big Shot. However, I love TV time so much that I do actually think that it deserves Toby Fox tier. I don't care if it's glazing. I am obsessed with its TV time. It is so good, guys. It is just so good. I'm sorry. It just is. And now we have Hall of Fame. So Hall of Fame is essentially the song that plays whenever you defeat Tenna, and he just kind of like sends you off. He gives you tutorial. He's like, go ahead and seal the fountain. I won't stand you right any longer. It's just like, oh yeah, we completed chapter 3, and it's definitely a good thing for its leading up next. Like you just feel like you've completed the chapter. It's definitely like the friendship theme. Like if friendship is like a thing in every chapter. I feel like chapter 1 would just be the friendship like da 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 like that's good for chapter 1. For chapter 2 it'd be Girl Next Door da 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 da, and then chapter 3 would kind of be Hall of Fame in my opinion. Like if we're just going along that trend of like the quote unquote epilogue themes, like it's kind of dumb to say epilogue when Deltarune's put in chapters, but it's just like kind of like the ending section of each chapter. So like Hall of Fame is definitely effective for chapter 3, but then it's just the fact that it's not over, if you know what I mean, is also really effective. But Hall of Fame, like, it's just kind of cool. Like, I don't really feel like I can put it higher than like the top of A. So we'll put it like right there above Doomboard because I like Hall of Fame, but it's not like the most amazing song. Now we have Breath, which isn't actually a song, but it's essentially just the theme that plays whenever the knight slashes Tenna, and then just everything just gets terrible because like the knight just basically like, they're aura farming, and it's so effective because this is obviously this is the moment where it's like everyone's theories get shattered about who the knight is, and you realize that it's the knight, and it's just so crazy. It's just like they turn around, they're drooling. It's like so just the knight, the roaring knight themselves, like especially in my opinion, like it's just so they're just so effective as a character, especially when you first meet them, and it's like every single time that breath is used as a soundtrack to like in context of the night, like it's just so effective. Like it plays whenever you encounter the night, like unexpectedly, and it's just so effective at like, oh my god, it's the night, or just like it's the night. Just any way you want to go with it. It's like it just gives you the feelings of like, oh no, something terrible is about to happen now that we've encountered the night. So it's just like, and breath itself, the song just sounds like a breath, and it has like a random like strange noises. It just sounds like some sounds that the night would make, like maybe this is what the night's thinking or feeling. It's just like I definitely feel like there's some deeper meanings with breath. So I think it's more than people say it is. Uh, you know what? Hot take, A tier. It's not even really a song. It's just like sound effects for breath. That I think that the effectiveness of breath inclines me to put it above A minus. So we're gonna go A tier with breath. I think it's really cool. And now we have another absolute banger. That banger being none other than Black Knife. I love Black Knife. This is another song that I'm gonna glaze hard. I think it's one of the best Toby Fox songs. Like I just think that Black Knife just is so good at like conveying the feelings that you're like the feelings that you're feeling whenever you're fighting the Roaring Knight. And it's just like I just can't believe it's the night. And of course, the night has a banger theme, because how could the night not have a banger theme? But this song is essentially Nightmare Night and also the chase theme, just kind of like combined together. Like it's just those two leitmotifs. And it's just like, I guess they're all kind of connected. But this is something that Toby composed in 2018. I think, if I remember correctly, he also composed it along with the chase, which is why the leitmotifs sound similar. But Black Knife, it's just so good. Like it just starts out with like a constant beat, and then there's like even vocals like whoa, whoa. Like it just sounds like ghouls, like almost like it's the victims of the night just like crying out. Like I just really like how this song is structured. I think that Black Knife is definitely structured extremely well. And then it goes into the chase motif, and it's just so cool. And then it goes off into its own little section for a while. It just continues to be really effective. And then there's a part where it kind of like slows down, and then it's like and then it like kind of builds up, and then there's like a huge drop, and then it's just like one of the most effective drops in all of Deltarune, like da 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 da. It's just so good. Like I'm sorry, it's just so good. And I love how the song even like starts sounding more distorted towards it. Like I just think that the song is so good, like in context of the night, just or just in general, like as a Toby Fox song in general, or just as a song in general. Like Black Knife is just so good. Like I'm sorry, like it's just so good, and that is why I am putting it in the Toby Fox tier. Now, how many songs is it better than in the Toby Fox tier? Well, I think that's where I'm gonna leave it. For a while, I actually had Black Knife in my number one spot. But after listening to it, like unfortunately, like a lot of other songs in like the S&T and Toby Fox tier list, it's like I know I've said that like the more I listen to, the more I like them, but it's kind of the opposite for Black Knife. It's not like I dislike Black Knife like more after listening to it so much, but it's like it's one of those songs where you just hear it enough, and it's like, you know what, this isn't as good as I thought. It's still great. Like I still think that Black Knife is an extremely great and effective song, but it's just like it's not as great as I thought it was. But top four is still an honor that it's top four is just an honor, or just even top five, like it's Cyber's World getting in the top five. Like Black Knife is just so cool. Like it's just so cool. I'm sorry, it's so good. And now we have crickets now, so I don't understand like the random glaze that people put on crickets, because it's just like it's effective, I guess, but it's just a bunch of crickets, and it just plays like during the nighttime and home time whenever you go to the bunker with Susie, learn learn about the mystery of the locked door, and it's just Susie just kind of runs away. It's like definitely just conveys the feelings of sadness or hopelessness, and I like it for that. I definitely think that it's effective ish in that. Like it's not like the most effective song in my opinion. Like it's not that I think Crickets is like a bad song or anything. It's just I just don't think it's like the most effective, but it's kind of effective for like when it plays, but it's not like the most effective. Like I feel like I've seen more effective ambience tracks like Breath, for example. I just don't think Crickets is as good. But it definitely works for what it is. It just I feel like people glaze this one a little too much, and like I know I glaze other songs a little too much. It's just like Crickets, it doesn't really have much. We'll put it above Weird Birds, but I feel like Crickets is just like another B tier, like B plus B tier track, but it's just like it's not bad. It's just like I just don't feel like it has that much. And now we have Dump. So Dump is another one where I kind of feel similarly about Crickets in the way that it's just like I don't really think it has as much as people give it. Like I've even heard people saying that Penumbra Phantasm is in Dump, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm like really stupid and like missing out on something, or if people are just insane. Because like I don't understand how Penumbra Phantasm has been a dump. I don't think this might be a hot take. In my opinion, Penumbra Phantasm has not been in Deltarune at all yet. That doesn't mean it won't be in Deltarune. I think it definitely has a strong chance to appear in Deltarune, especially since it's like one of Toby Fox's leitmotifs. So it's like it definitely has like a really strong chance to appear in Deltarune, but that doesn't mean it has already appeared in Deltarune. And I will argue that case, but I still think that Dump it's just kind of interesting. Like it's just kind of just like a more like intentionally lame. Like it's definitely intentionally a lamer version of Green Room because it's like the Dump is just a Green Room. It's like the S rank room needs like cleaning out, and it's just that's where Ram is. That's where Ram works, and it's just like he allows you to just play the mini games like the sword mini games and stuff. And it's just I like how it has Hey Every in there too. It's just like kind of just niche for what it is, but I just don't feel like it has that much. So I'm gonna go like A minus with it. We're gonna go like I don't know. I just don't feel like I can put it that high. I just don't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I really just don't have that great of an opinion of Dump. Like I'm putting it better than a few songs. Like it's better than Crickets, but it's just like I just don't really feel like Dump is a song that just has that much. I just didn't really enjoy it that much, but it's not bad or anything. And now we're coming up on a song that I actually like a lot. I actually like the song Sword a lot. It's just the song that plays whenever you're on both boards. It's like at a normal speed for the first sword board, and then at the second sword board it's basically just slowed down. But I really like Sword as a song. Like I definitely think it's creative. Like it definitely gives you way more Legend of Zelda vibes than Adventure Board did. So Sword is just I think Sword is just like a really cool one. It's like I like how it builds up. It also has like the same start as Nakyudan. So Nakyudan was like da 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 da, and it's the same thing for Sword, except it's just like a little slower, and it's just like I definitely think it's like really effective. And then the leitmotif that plays with Tenna, like it kind of has Tenna's leitmotif. It's just like I really think Swords are a cool song. And it's just I don't feel like I myself give it as much credit as it deserves. Like I feel like Sword is a song that definitely deserves like a lot of credit, but it's not that others don't give it enough credit. I just feel like I don't give it enough credit. So why don't I take the opportunity to give it credit now? I feel like Sword is a really good one. Definitely, I don't think it's like S tier, but definitely like A plus. We're gonna go to the very top of A plus for Sword. I really like Sword. Like I don't think it's like technically deserving of S, but I definitely think that Sword is a pretty effective song. So I'll give it top of A plus for that. Now we have Northern Light. So Northern Light is basically, if I remember correctly, Northern Light does appear in Chapter 3, but it's basically just like slowed down whenever you first meet Aram in the third board or I think it's in the second board. So this song actually plays in the second board, but I think it's also like slowed down. It's like da 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 da. Like I kind of think Northern Light is like an interesting one. Like it doesn't really have that much, but it definitely works in context of like making like meeting this strange character that people speculate is like related to just friend. Like people think that Aram is related to the friend image friend, and it's just like I mean, like I'm not like super obsessed with those theories, but I just think that Northern Lights like an interesting song. It's not it doesn't really like have that much, so I can't really give it higher than like A minus. Please understand, I don't think it's like a bad song or anything. It's just like just don't feel like it has much. Uh, I don't know, man. Where am I gonna put this bottom of A minus, or shoot, bottom of A minus, because it's like it's not really that I dislike Northern Light. I definitely think it's interesting. It's just like it just doesn't really have that much. Like there's not really that much going on with it. Now it's like maybe I haven't listened to it in a while, so there might be more with it. Like go ahead and just leave a comment if you think that I gave Northern Light an unfair treatment, but it's like I just can't really see myself putting it higher than like A minus, at least for now. Now it's like all three of the songs that kind of play in this area, it's like I don't really have like a super high opinion of them, and Glacier is no exception. Like I think that people glaze this one too much. Like I know that might sound like a hot take. You're like, oh no, he hates Glacier, let's get him. But it's not that I dislike Glacier. It's just that I just don't think it's like as effective as like other songs in this chapter. Like it's just like it's just like da 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 da. Like it's kind of similar-ish to Gaster's theme, but it's just like, and it definitely works in the area that it plays wherever you're like wherever the board theme, like the sword version of Noel, is just like in your party, and it's just like you go around freezing enemies. Like I think it's definitely really effective, like for the dark, spooky area that it's in. Like I definitely think that Glacier is a pretty effective track in that sense. It's just like there's not a whole lot going on with it as far as light motifs and stuff. I feel like people give this one like too high of a ranking, so I'm gonna give it A because I feel like Glacier is cool, but it's like I don't really feel like it's that cool. We're gonna go below King of Roly Poly because like it's not really that I dislike Glacier. I just feel like people put it a little too high for what it is, but it's definitely not bad. And then Bit Roots is basically the thing that it's like a thing that plays during the third sword board, and it's basically just like um I don't know what it reminds me of, but it's like da 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 da. Like it kind of sets you up for the battle with Aram, which is actually the next track, the next couple tracks. But it's like Bit Roots is definitely like it's definitely another one that I just don't have like a super high opinion of. Just like I think a lot of these tracks would have been more effective if they weren't at the end of the soundtrack, and some of the other soundtracks were like later. Like the fact that the soundtracks that are worse are at the end of Chapter 3 soundtrack because it's like the secret stuff. Like I don't really like that. I think it could have been like more spread out throughout the OST. But Bit Roots is like it just kind of like it doesn't really have much, but it's definitely like creepy for what it is. So you know what? Like I'll put it above Northern Light, but like I can't. I just don't really feel like I can realistically put it that much higher because it's just like I just don't have like a super high opinion of it. And we have two songs left in chapter 3. So Aram is the next one. It's basically just the Aram theme. And if you didn't realize, Aram backwards is Mare, which is just the second half of Nightmare. So I definitely consider the secret boss of chapter 3 to be like Aram in like the nightmares. Like I know some people consider the Roaring Knight to be the secret boss of chapter 3. Personally, I don't really think it's like a secret boss because it's like the fact that you can beat it's a secret, but the actual encounter itself is definitely not a secret. It's definitely forced, and it's not really like a secret boss, but it's just like an optional boss, like a boss that you don't have to defeat, but you have to encounter. And then Aram is like the actual secret boss because you really have to go out of your way to fight him. So I consider Aram the secret boss of the chapter 3. It might be more of a hot take ish, maybe not like a super hot take, but it's like Aram as a theme is definitely like it only has two notes. Like if I remember correctly, Aram the theme only has two notes. It's like bow bow bow. Like that's just all it does, and it's kind of creepy. Like especially when you're meeting this dude, it kind of gives you like those Link's Awakening vibes. Like a lot of the soundtracks in Chapter 3, like especially in the sword areas, give me like Link's Awakening vibes. Aram is no exception, so it's definitely like kind of effective in that sense, but it doesn't have much. Like I'm sorry, it just doesn't have much. Like I think I'm just gonna put it at the bottom of A minus. Not because I like dislike it or anything. It's just like I just don't really think that it has much. I'm sorry. And with that, we have one more soundtrack in chapter 3, and that is none other than Burning Eyes. Now, Burning Eyes is actually a good song in my opinion. So it's basically Aram's boss theme whenever you fight him. It has like a similar start to Black Knife, like and it also has like a similar start to the final boss theme from Link's Awakening, like The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, and it's also just like all three songs have like a similar beating, like like a similar BPM and like a similar just feel to the beat. So I like Burning Eyes in that aspect that it has like a different like motif as it goes on. So it's like da 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 da. Like I definitely think that Burning Eyes is a pretty cool song. Just like in general, it's like it definitely conveys the idea that you're like fighting this like evil guy. Like and you might there might be like a more serious fight against Aram later if Aram's like if the Shadow Mantle ends up being more important, or if the Shadow Mantle is just kind of something like an arc that ends in chapter 3. But the Shadow Mantle essentially just left the king in chapter 1 after you beat him, and then he somehow gets into this as a playable character, and the Shadow Mantle is just the secret boss, and it's like an item that you have to obtain or something like that. Now, I personally do think that Aram is the Shadow Mantle, but it's like sentient and stuff, so it's just like that's just my opinion. Like you might disagree with that, but it's like I definitely think that Aram works as a character for what he is right now, or for what they are right now, I should say. And Burning Eyes is definitely a pretty interesting soundtrack. Like in that case, like it's like I think it's definitely very effective for fighting Aram because it's a difficult fight. I don't think it's harder than that. Like a lot of people think about. I think Burning Eyes is definitely like a good soundtrack for a good battle. So I think it's deserving of A plus. Not really S tier, but definitely A plus. We're gonna put it like above. We're gonna put it right here because I definitely think that Burning Eyes is a pretty cool soundtrack, but it's like doesn't do as well as the others. And with that, that is every song in Deltarune chapters 1, 2, and 3 ranks, meaning chapter 4 is the only one that I still have to do in the next video. But yeah, a lot of songs. Like it's definitely more of a prevalent, definitely way more in the middle, but like less on the top and bottom. Still only one song in the lowest tier, but everything left is just from chapter 4. Like the last 40 songs are just from chapter 4, and I'll do them in the next videos. But if you like where I put these songs, just like and subscribe. If you didn't, just leave a comment and we can like talk about what we didn't like, what you didn't like. We could just like have a good discussion about what you think I should improve for the tier list. Like I'm definitely open to that kind of stuff. So just you know, but I'll see you guys in the chapter 4 video because we still have one more video. But it's been fun ranking so far, and whenever I decide to make the chapter 4 video, you'll know. So just have a nice day.